So I actually got a lot of new subscribers since April. April 10th is when I published my video on a channel is stealing my footage and threatened to sue me over it. If you're one of those new subscribers or just happen to miss that video, I would highly recommend watching it first. I'll briefly go over everything, but just really watching that video and actually seeing me go in depth onto what's going on is probably the best way to understand this video. It's in the little eye if you want to check it out there, or it will also be in the description down below. So more or less to summarize, there was a YouTube channel that used some of my footage. I copyright strike them down. I got an email a month later from their lawyer saying they're going to sue me for damages. I reached out to YouTube. They said no, they really can't do that. My copyright strike was okay. We reached an agreement where they apologized to me and actually said they would no longer use any of my content. I checked back a little bit later and find they're still using some of my content in the background of their videos, and that's what led me to actually make that video to go kind of public with everything. Because right now, and at the point of making that video, they were still using my content, but they had no copyright strike. They violated our agreement, but it's not like I could just redo a copyright strike on a then deleted video. So I talked a bit about the aftermath of that video in like an update video here and there at the end of some other videos, but it never really got too much attention as much as the original video. But either way, after that video, the same attorney sent me an email saying that I gave out their positions and I incited violence against their channel or something along those lines, and that I should take the video down. I never took the video down, and there was no other correspondence following that. I talked to my network and they reached out to them because they obviously violated the agreement we had established, and this YouTube channel, The Gamer, subsequently took down the video that I found them using my footage in. So the video that I went and checked back 3 weeks later and saw, oh hey, they're violating our agreement, that video was made unlisted or privated, something like that. Although I only actually know that now. At the time, I just assumed they deleted that video. They probably just took it down. They realized they were in violation of the agreement we established. No, that's actually not correct. In reality, they privated the video. The reason I know this, it's now up again. So it's literally like they made it private for 2 months, waited for everything to die down, and then they still wanted to capitalize on the time and effort put into that video, so they're putting it back up. It's not re-uploaded, it's just the once private video is now public. You can click on the link, and fine, lo and behold, the video using some of my footage is back right where it started. I'll show you the little clip I made for my original video to actually kind of prove that it was using my footage, but I just don't even know what to do at this point. If I try and copyright strike this video, I'll probably just be hit with more threats of a lawsuit, which will cost tens of thousands of dollars. So I go to this route of actually just making another video on this because I really don't know what other options I would have here. And in the same process, I actually looked at some of their other videos just to see, are they still using my footage? Are they still using other people's footage? Are they actually crediting people now? And I actually found one instance where they used my thumbnail. And again, this would normally be fine because whatever, it's just a thumbnail. You probably got it off Google Images. But at the same time, again, we have an agreement for them to not use my content. Part of that agreement involves not using my thumbnails or my video footage. And I know this is mine because there's actually an original image of this on a mod page, but for my thumbnail, I thought the original image was way too dark, so I brightened it way up. And if you just compare my thumbnail to the image from inside their video, you can tell it's the exact same. It's my thumbnail. And to be clear here, if we didn't have like a history, if they hadn't been using a bunch of my footage, then agreed to not use any of my content, I wouldn't even care. If it was just some random channel using my thumbnail, who cares? That's fine. But looking at some of their other videos, it seems like they started crediting people, at least sometimes. I don't actually know what the deal with that is. So in some videos, you could find gameplay and they'll actually credit the uploader of that gameplay. They won't link them in the description, but an on-screen accreditation is something that I said, hey, that's a good first step. But then other times they don't, which, yeah, I don't know. Maybe they get lazy half the time. If you look at this very short clip, and I will have a link to the full video down below, it is from the Gamer's channel. You can see that from scene to scene, the HUD mod changes, which unless the person internally is actually changing their HUD mod, I'm going to assume this is two separate gameplays from two separate videos that they found on YouTube. And again, none of them have any credit here. So I don't know. Again, I just kind of wanted to make this video to, you know, I guess let everyone know, yeah, they're still using my footage and other people's. It doesn't seem like they're actively using my footage like they were before, and at least now they are crediting some people some of the time. But it's honestly just crazy to me that a channel this large can do things like this, and there's pretty much nothing I can do in response. There's no course of action I can take. Obviously, I don't want to incite you guys to go attack them because that's what they said I was doing in the first video. I just want to bring awareness to this. Maybe if another YouTuber's content is being used and not getting credited, you could bring it to their attention, but it's not my intent to actually have you all go dislike their videos or send angry emails. That's not something that any of us really need. Either way, that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this one. As always, again, I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.